Well, I don't know if that's made it clearer or not, but for those of you who maybe having a tiny bit of trouble just conceptualizing this visually, so there you go. Those first 3 core cuts have been made. Okay, the cores have been removed and the concave polisher grinders have now been inserted back down at the correct angles, and they have spherically polished between the handles to get that curvature. Now, could you knock it out with 3? Maybe. It depends on your design. I mean, you may have had a detailed array of bigger ones and smaller ones, and you know, I think we have to give the pre-dynastics enough credit to believe that they would have had different sizes of copper tube drills, right down from, you know, very small to large, just like we do these days. The necessity for that was there. So you may have had several more of these. And of course, if they were all on the same spherical surface, so long as they went on the right angles, they could overlap. And in the overlapping, and even with creating spherical surface outside of the space, either above or below the height of the handles, which would then be laved over in the further process. That's where it's seamless, and it's hard to detect tooling marks in my view, because actually the overlap would have been laved over. So anyway, that just shows a little more clearly what's going on. You've got this far now. Here's your next dilemma. You've got to do under the handles. Okay, so you've done this top surface here, but there's the back of the vase in waiting is still deeply encased. So now this brings the necessity of how do we do the next stage. Okay, well, we need to turn this, don't we? Okay, so that brings in a line of thought. What would happen is these angles here would be mirrored, obviously, to the other side. But first of all, you need to turn this. So I believe a core cut through the whole thing, and the core would be including the width of the handles, would be cored all the way through this way. So now that whole core, including your work, can be spun, and that's where it gets interesting. You can go again on the other side. So I'll leave those thoughts with you, and I'll see you on the next one.